Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, sponsored by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey there, happy Thursday to you. Hope you're having a great week. We've got some news to tell you about from around the Ozarks, so we're going to get to it.
A man is charged in connection with a teenager's death who died from a fentanyl overdose in 2023. Court documents say 21-year-old Trevor Hancock sold pills to 16-year-old Kyron Troy, who was a student at Central High School, just hours before the teenager died. Investigators say those pills were sold as perks, but the testing showed they contained fentanyl as well. Hancock is charged with delivery of a controlled substance and is due in court June 22nd. Troy's mother is hoping the case sends a message about the dangers of fentanyl on the streets. A Springfield woman is facing multiple felony charges after police say 2 kids in her car tested positive for drug exposure. Court records show 32-year-old Danielle Coaster is charged with child endangerment, drug possession, and driving while intoxicated with minors in the vehicle. Officers say that she parked a pickup truck last year with signs of impairment. Later, test results showed one of the kids tested positive for fentanyl, and both children tested positive for meth. Wow. Coaster was booked into the Greene County Jail this week on a $10,000 bond.
Man. Makes you sick.
But they're alive. But they're alive.
Douglas County man is behind bars after authorities say he made threats against the sheriff's office there. Court documents say 52-year-old man called the jail claiming to be with the U.S. Army and warned deputies that they were, quote, going down. Investigators say the man referenced the Patriot Act and threatened staff during multiple phone calls Sunday night. He's now charged with first-degree terroristic threat and being held without bond in Douglas County. A court hearing is scheduled for May 21st. A large-scale animal rescue involving more than 75 Great Danes is underway after a Newton County breeder was charged with abuse and neglect of those animals. The dogs were removed from what court records describe as unsanitary conditions, including sores and injuries to some of the animals. The nonprofit Daisy's Dane Sanctuary in Pleasant Hill is now caring for those animals with help from local shelters and volunteers. 75 dogs is a lot, so a lot of people responding to help. The animals are receiving medical care before they will eventually be placed into foster homes. The dogs are part of an active criminal investigation. So,
Missouri continues to see an active tornado season in 26. The state has recorded 41 tornado reports so far this year, which puts Missouri at number 4 in the nation, behind Oklahoma, Mississippi, and Illinois. None of Missouri's tornadoes, fortunately, have been stronger than an EF1, but the state has already reached its average number of tornadoes for the entire year. Meteorologists say the Ozarks remains in the heart of the peak tornado season from now through the end of May. A couple more weeks. The Missouri Supreme Court has upheld the state's new congressional district maps. The decision means the redrawn districts will be used for this year's August primary and November general election. The maps were approved during a special legislative session last year and are expected to make a Kansas City area district more competitive for Republicans. A separate referendum effort to put the maps before voters is still under review by the Secretary of State's office. Supporters of that petition say they've already gathered enough signatures to qualify for the ballot.
All right. Missouri Education Commissioner Carla Esslinger is stepping down after 2 years on the job. Her final day will be June 1st. She's a former teacher, superintendent, state lawmaker as well, and says she's proud of the work done to improve data systems and support struggling school districts across the state. State Board President says the board will now begin discussions about naming an interim commissioner. So, Ozark East Elementary School, meanwhile, has earned national recognition. Congratulations to them, as one of just 2 Missouri schools named a 2026 National Gold Star School. That's pretty impressive. The honor comes from the National Association of Elementary School Principals, and it recognizes student growth and a strong school culture. School leaders say the award reflects years of work by the staff, students, and families in the district there in Ozark. Ozark East previously received Missouri Gold Star status last year. So this is 2 years in a row, which is very impressive. The school serves students in kindergarten through 4th grade at Ozark East.
Children's Smile Center has officially opened its new clinic in Nixa. The nonprofit held a ribbon cutting this week at the new facility on Ridgecrest Avenue, replacing its longtime location in Ozark. The new building will allow the organization to expand dental services for thousands of kids all across the region. Children's Smile Center currently provides care for about 6,500 kids each year. Organizers say community support helped make the new clinic possible.
All right. We talked about that opening, and now it is up and running. The Springfield Area Sports Hall of Fame has announced the 2026 induction class, and our friend, longtime sports media figure, and Around the Ozarks podcaster, Scott Purrier, is one of the honorees. Congratulations to Scott. The Hall of Fame is also recognizing Missouri State Baseball's era of excellence under retired coach Keith Gutton, also a big name here. The induction ceremony will take place in September at the Oasis Convention Center. So congratulations to Scott. Well-deserved. He's had a long career here in the Ozarks. Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City is entering the final stages of preparations for the World Cup this summer. The stadium will host 6 group stage matches, plus a round of 32 game and a quarterfinal this summer. So lots of games. They're expensive, though, man. I was looking at prices. And a lot of people have dropped a lot of money on them. We'll see how it goes. I was reading that attendance is and hotels bookings are down from what they thought they would be. And maybe that's because prices are too high. So maybe they'll go down as we get closer. That's what I'm hoping. I
saw one of the commissioners somewhere, not here, talking about it's got to be affordable.
It does. Yeah. I mean, everything's expensive these days. So if you're going to think about flying in, which is expensive because of fuel prices, or driving in and then staying and all of that stuff, it adds up really, really quick. Although it is a once in a lifetime for a lot of people to see a World Cup. And I've never done it and really want to. So if you want to get a belated birthday gift for me.
Are you kidding? I would never spend that kind of money without telling you.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm hoping the money goes down, the prices go down. We'll see. The Chiefs organization has spent millions modifying the field there at Arrowhead and seating to meet FIFA requirements. First match in Kansas City will feature defending champion Argentina, which that's big, against Algeria, June 16. And the stadium will temporarily be known as the Kansas City Stadium during the tournament, which is interesting. It won't be Arrowhead.
Yeah. Springfield Ballet closes its season this weekend with Beauty and the Beast at the Landers Theater. More than 100 dancers from across the Springfield area will take part in that production. The show also features live music performed by a Springfield Symphony Orchestra Quartet. Performances start Friday night and continue through Saturday. The production is part of Springfield Ballet's 50th anniversary celebration. Love Beauty and the Beast. Finally, Amazon is expanding its new Amazon Now delivery service across the country. The program promises delivery of groceries and household items in 30 minutes or less. Springfield's not on the list yet, but since we have one so close, like a big warehouse like the one in Republic, maybe we will be. The service right now is available only in 4 major cities with plans to expand. Amazon says the program uses smaller local delivery hubs to speed up orders. Delivery fees start at just under $4 for Prime members. So how much do you want to pay for it?
Well, that seems low. $4 to have it delivered in half an hour. That's pretty quick, you know?
Yeah, I mean.
And not all that expensive.
Right. I don't like it's lazy, and it's going to put everybody else out of business, literally everybody. So I'm not a fan.
Not the drones. But the drones are going to be working just fine.
The robots will be just fine.
That's true. I don't think the drone thing is picked up and taken off literally the way that they thought it was going to, right? I don't
I see
think
what you
drone
did there, babe.
deliveries are happening everywhere all the time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So
No.
we also don't have driving cars or flying cars. We have driving cars. Flying cars is what I meant. Because
You
as a
messed up
child,
the wrong word.
the
I hate when I
Jetsons,
do that. It messes up the whole thing.
well, if you don't draw attention to it, the Jetsons, when I was a kid, had me thinking that we would be flying to and from school,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
to work. But
Yeah, it's true.
alas, it hasn't
We all
happened.
thought, and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. We hope to see you back here tomorrow.
We'll just end it. We'll just stop it right there.
Well, you messed up the whole line. It was just sorry. I didn't mean to draw attention to the mistake. I'm laughing at me because I hate when I do that. And I'm like, I just messed the whole punchline.
The whole podcast was riding on it too. So another fail.
We had a lot of news today.
We'll try to do better tomorrow, everybody.
All right. We'll see you then.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Gruba Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here is your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. We are talking about temperatures that are nice and mild this morning. A little bit on the cool side. You might want a light jacket early on today. Temperatures are starting off in the upper 40s under clear skies. Things are looking nice for us once again. It's really been a great week weather-wise across the region, and today is no exception. I am thinking we'll have a little bit more cloud cover in the forecast today, but overall, it's still a mostly sunny sky. I have comfortable temperatures to enjoy. And once again, looking at highs making their way into the upper 70s. A nice warm up in store for us, though. If you've been wanting a little bit warmer, I've got you covered. We've got temperatures back into the 80s as early as tomorrow. In fact, we may be in the mid 80s across the area, and a few folks may even touch that 90-degree point. There are some isolated storm chances that have developed in the forecast, and the first of those chances arrives in the Ozarks later on this afternoon and evening, with isolated rain chances looking likely up in central Missouri and especially in our northwestern counties. It's an isolated chance, though, so not everybody sees the rainfall. Don't cancel any evening plans that you have going on today. Any storms that do get going, however, will have the potential to carry some hail and gusty winds. Again, the best chance of that's going to happen well north of Highway 54. I don't think many of us in the Ozarks even see rain at all, but if you do in our northern counties, there could be a chance a few of those storms are on the strong side. Scattered storm chances then look a bit better as we head into the weekend, and especially Friday night into early Saturday. I think there's a pretty good chance for some scattered storms. There's also a marginal risk of severe weather out. It means that isolated is the word here, strong to severe storms are going to develop across portions of central Missouri and eastern Kansas Thursday evening, and then again on Friday evening as we head into the overnight hours. Hail up to the size of quarters and gusts up to 60 miles an hour are what's going to be possible in the forecast. High temperatures, they are going to be in the middle and upper 80s in the forecast as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Looks like a nice weekend, but overall, we are going to have some scattered rain chances. So it may be one of those weekends that's kind of summer-like, and you have to dodge the rain showers indoors for an hour or so before you can resume your activities outside. I do have dry skies in the forecast through the daylight hours on Friday. I think there's a pretty good rain chance Friday night, and then we are talking about another chance for some scattered showers on Saturday during the daytime hours. And then Sunday night, we see those rain chances ramp up again as we head into Monday. So the rain chance is definitely out there in the forecast Friday through Monday of next week. We'll have to be dodging rain chances for a couple of days in this forecast. Around the country, here's what's making headlines. We have this critical fire weather conditions that has developed for portions of the northern Great Basin. That moves into the southern high plains today. There's also a slight risk of severe storms for parts of the central plains today into tomorrow. And then mixed precip in the forecast for the northern Intermountain West region. That happens overnight tonight into early Friday. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. This one kind of an interesting one for you. If you were to drop a common steel ball bearing into the Challenger Deep, which is the deepest known point in the ocean, how long would it take to reach the bottom? The options that I gave you were about 15 minutes, about an hour, about 6 hours, or nearly 24 hours. And believe it or not, you might have guessed one of the big ones, but it's actually B, about an hour. The Challenger Deep is located in the Mariana Trench, and it reaches a depth of approximately 10,935 meters. Because water is much more dense than air, an object actually reaches its terminal velocity or its maximum falling speed very, very quickly. So it's kind of a trick question here. A small steel ball will travel at a relatively steady pace through that entire water column. And at the bottom, the water pressure is over 1,000 times the standard atmospheric pressure. So it's like having an elephant stand on your thumb. So while it sounds like it should take forever, gravity is persistent, and it takes roughly 60 minutes for a dense object to complete the nearly 7-mile journey to the floor. So now you know. Congrats if B, an hour, was your guess. Here's the next trivia question that I have for you. If you were to look at the entire 4.5 billion year history of Earth as a single 24-hour day, at what time did modern humans show up? When do you think the Homo sapiens got there? Do you think it was 8 o'clock p.m., 10:30 p.m., 11:58 p.m., or 11:59 and 56 milliseconds p.m.? You can let me know your guess. That's at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening and tuning in this morning. I'll be right back here to chat with you first thing tomorrow.